manager of Wealdstone Football Club. Gordon, a good tie for you today against Kingstonian.
Yeah, I was delighted when it came out. We beat Crawley in the last round. We had an excellent result down there, beating them 2-0 on their patch. Played particularly well. We've just gone through a good patch as well. I found out when I was at school, picked it up on the internet, and I got a little tingle down my spine, you know. FA Trophy holders at home, can't be bad. The only disappointing thing, we've gone off the boil since then, so hopefully it's back to form today.
How's the season going for you in the Ryman League this year?
Well, as I say, it started off quite well. We were sitting probably about 6th or 7th at the time of the Crawley game. Things were looking quite good, but as I say, over recent weeks, the old form's certainly gone downhill, and we need to spark it up fairly quickly if we want to achieve, you know, our ambition of this year, which was promotion. Disappointing
last year after winning the league and the ground sort of failing you.
Well, we didn't actually win the league. We came third. Fantastic run at the end. And I was disappointed for the players because they were the ones that achieved it. 17 wins out of 19 is superb in anybody's sort of reckoning. And I threw doubts over their ability to do it. And they proved me wrong, so I don't want to take any credit for it. It's totally and utterly down to them. And it's a big knockback. And whether or not that's got anything to do with our disappointing season so far, who knows?
So it could be a giant killing today for Wealdstone, Gordon.
Be nice, wouldn't it? We've obviously got to be in our top form and have a little bit of good luck, but we never know in cup competitions. We're going to give it our best shot, and who knows what quarter-5 brings.
Expecting a good crowd here today?
I hope so. I would think we're probably in a region of 1,000 people. Be the biggest crowd we've had down here for quite some time. So hopefully we'll go away reasonably pleased with our performance.
And injuries and this so-called flu bug going about?
Yeah, loads of it. Last night I was a little bit concerned. I mean, Thursday night of training, there was probably about 7 players who had doubts. In the end, we're certainly going to start with only Stevie Bircham out the side. Whether or not we're finished with that is another matter. What with the flu bug and 1 or 2 injuries, still we're starting positively. We'll see how it ends up.
Well, all the best today then, Gordon. It's Gordon Bartlett, their manager of Wealdstone Football Club, in their second round trophy tie between Kingstonian. This is Peter Langhorne for Football Focus Videos. Talking to Chris now, one of the regular supporters of Kingstonian, been supporting the Kays for the last 5 years. How do you see the season so far for Kays?
I've been very disappointed, really. From the start of the season, I thought the club had a lot of euphoria, especially after the trophy win. I thought we could probably have a very good chance of winning the conference. I still felt like that until about November, but we hadn't really played that well yet. We were very near the top of the league, but I think that's all caught us up now, where we've just had a bad run. Up until last week I was very depressed. I thought I just couldn't see how we were going to get out of the rut, but we won last week and I feel a lot better. And today we've got this trophy game and I feel quite confident that we can at least retain this trophy this season, if not the conference title, which I probably think Rushden will probably go on to win now.
Kingstonian were at top for a few weeks and they start to blip. What did you feel the cause of that blip was?
I think when we went to Luton, we played very well out there. I would probably say that's one of our best performances. We were 2-1 up, we were looking good, but I think fitness told then, and the last 20 minutes we obviously went on to lose that. But I think the game that was really, you know, you look at incidents, and to me, we went to Saturn. Maybe he was tired from that game, but we were 2-0 up at Saturn with 20 minutes to go, something like that, and we blew it 2-2. And I think those 2 games have been on the players' minds. I might be wrong, but I for one was very disappointed with the Saturn result, and I just feel that hasn't been erased from performances since.
Getting back to the game, a lot of the fans were talking about the substituting, that Kay should have substituted.
Well, Jeff's obviously the manager and he makes the decisions, but sometimes for that game, for an example, I thought he could have brought on 2 at the end. You know, fresh pair of legs, he didn't. But I don't think that's the real reason. We can all say he should have done this and do that. But at the end of the day, I don't really want to criticise Jeff too much because I think he's done a great job. But we all care, and we all have a passion for the club. We all do have a moan, but at the end of the day, we've got to appreciate that Jeff's in a tough position. And then in the day, we've got to go with what he sees, because he sees everything behind his door. We don't. We only see it from the sidelines, but he sees it from a broader view from what we do. So he obviously has his reasons.
And this game today, Chris, do you fancy Kay's chances today?
I wasn't very confident. If you asked me a week ago today, I was very down. But last week put a lot of heart into me. I think it must have done the players a lot of good. Not only a win, but to get 4 goals. So I'm feeling confident today, very confident. I'm very pleased with the pitch. Like, that was my biggest worry. I thought if we come here and it rains, like last night, I thought if the pitch is boggy, it could be tough. As for them, they've got nothing to lose, which is going to be the danger. But if we can keep it 0-0 at half-time, keep the crowd quiet, I think we can go on and win this game 2 or 3-0.
So you fancy about 3-0 then, Chris?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
OK, that's Chris there, one of the regular supporters of Kingstonian. Before the game, the second round trophy match of Wealdstone versus Kingstonian. 5, Dave Tilbury, 6, Paul Dicker, 7, Paul Lamb, 8, Brian Jones, 9, Ben Hodson, 10, Stuart Maynard, 11, Paul Mackay, 12, Noel Baptiste, 13, Walker, 15, Holmes, 16, Benning and 17, Nesbitt. In goal for the K's, Steve Farrelly, Tarquin Mustafa at number 2 of the Nationwide Conference Leagues match. There's only 2 points between them and the top, Rushton and Diamonds. Kingstonian abroad and away support of about 300 this afternoon. Very brisk playing conditions here this afternoon.
I'm going. Yeah, no problem. I'm going down the bench in a minute. I'm going to the bench in a minute.
Kicking off here now, left to right to left there, Wealdstone far away. Dicker puts a high ball up there to Harris. Leeworthy picks it up. Not a very good pass there from Leeworthy. Pitcher Mustafa trying to find Patterson. Lamb, Dicker, Lyons, Mackay. Mackay tries one. Wasn't far over the bar there. Farrelly had it well covered.
Well done.
Game. Pitcher, that's a good ball. Oh. Not quite enough strength there from Harris on the head. Can't see this being a high scoring game this afternoon, Clive.
No, it's always going to be tight, I think, but the pitch is a great leveller, and as I previously said, you know, they'll give it...
Well, that was a good strike by Mustafa.
Yeah, they'll give it their all, you know, but it's going the way I thought it would, and I think, you know, you'll find in the second half Kingston will turn the screw, and it's a question of getting the first goal, and if we come away without getting beaten, that is a result, and we're taken back to Kingston, but I can see Kingston getting a goal and going on to win this.
Lyons. Referee gets his card out there. Sterling going in the book.
You're happy with yourself, Clive? And who's 10 yards farther back, too? 10 yards farther back.
Mustafa. Wealdstone on the attack. Farrelly comes off his line. Oh, what a disastrous! Oh, Simon Stewart just puts the ball out. That was close there, Clive.
Yeah, well, that's typical cup-size stuff, that. Yeah, a little bit of an indecision there with Steve Farrelly and Simon. But, yeah, we're lucky enough we got away with it. So perhaps the mud helped us there. The ball sticking a little bit.
Mackay. Harris. Akamara. Leeworthy. Lays it off to Wingfield. Basford. Akamara slips it round to Pitcher. Mustafa! That was a good shot there from Mustafa from about 25 yards. Just punched out by Imber. That shot the Wealdstone defence. Pitcher. Stewart.
Previously we saw a bit of the downside of Gary Patterson getting booked there. I didn't really think he had to make a challenge there. The fellow was going nowhere. He's a great influence to Kingston, but sometimes lets himself down.
Mustafa going through the middle. Oh, he's at the crossbar! What a shot there by Tarquin Mustafa. It's the best shot of the game there so far, Clive.
Yeah, as I said, you know, coming in from the flanks, I think that is our best bet of a goal yet from either young Luke or Tarquin Mustafa.
Kingstonian gradually getting into this game, Clive.
Yes, oh yeah, as I said, it's a difficult game really. I've said 2 or 3 times the pitch is a great leveller here, but and they're having a good go, and all credit to Wealdstone, but usually in these games you find that the quality comes out in the 90 minutes, and I fully expect Kingston to go on.
Patterson, Wingfield chests it down, he runs through the middle, he's going to score here, it's the first goal for Phil Wingfield. Lovely move there by Kingstonian, there it is then, Clive.
Told you, what I'll say. Yeah, it's funny, we were having a joke in the dressing room first that I put my money on wingers to get the first goal, so I'll have to buy him a pint later for earning me some money.
Lovely move there from Lingfield, Akamara.
Wingers!
Just coming up to the stroke of half-time. The scoreline is Wealdstone 0, Kingstonian 1.
Come on, Clark.
Lyons, Pitcher. Dicker. Leeworthy. Mustafa running through the middle. Could this be number 2 for Case? Oh, well saved there by Imber. With plenty of chance to put it off to Akamara.
Yes, he should have squared the ball there to Eddie. I mean, Eddie was in acres there, open goal, whereas it was a bit of an acute angle from where Tarquin was.
The winning prize can be claimed as a supporters' club shot, which is